What is up, you guys? I am like catching hell. How you guys doing? I am trying to do like a part two because last night I was having so many damn technical difficulties. Welcome to my channel. I swear to God, I have been like busy as hell today trying to get my computers and shit in operation mode. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I feel like my ass is being blocked for some reason. Like, I'm getting like so much haterade. Like, I swear this shit is crazy. But welcome to the channel, you guys. Let's try to do this shit over again. For those of you that is logged on, let's see who we can get to join in on this here reading, this celebrity reading. I pray to God everything goes through right and that we don't have shit fucking up. Because I swear to God, it feels crazy. Like, I just don't understand. Like, what's really going on? Let's see who else we're going to get to join in on this here reading. Anyway, I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh no, this is crazy. Who we got up in here? Hey, CH, how you doing? How you doing? Let's see. Hopefully we can get some other people up in here. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like I've been having so many damn problems with this shit. How you doing, CH? Let's get in the building. It's been crazy. How's the sound? Can you hear me? Hopefully we won't have no interruptions. I don't know. I'm like, what the hell is going on up in here? How you guys doing? I wanted to do this reading because last night shit just kept messing up. How you doing, Shalonda? I'm like, oh my God. I know we kept messing up last night. We kept having so many damn problems. I was having so many damn technical difficulties last night that I feel like the devil has been riding my damn back, okay? How you doing? You said been missing me? Yeah, I've been trying to do readings on my other backup page. But for some reason, I just feel like I've been really having the devil riding my motherfucking back. Like, real talk. I don't know what the fuck. I'm trying not to stress out, you guys. Because I've been trying to bring y'all this damn reading. Woo, so we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. I'm glad to see that you're doing good. Because this has been a crazy hell of a night. But anyway, let me see, can we get into these energies? Because I kind of really did. I wanted to talk about this reading here concerning T.I. and Tiny. Okay. So we're going to just kind of get into it. Maybe if I put this damn phone over this way and shit, maybe it won't mess up, you know? I don't know. The devil has been busy, you guys. Has been busy. Don't want me to deliver this reading. Don't want me to deliver this reading. Like, what's really going on? I don't know. But let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about this. You said it's not blurry anymore? Well, I'm glad it's not blurry. Because, like, while ago, it was doing okay, right? While ago, I was doing okay. Then all of a sudden, as soon as I got ready to go live, my computer up on me. My other phone want to start acting up on me. If that's not the damn devil, I don't know what the fuck is, right? Well, let's try to get into this reading while we at least have one damn phone working, okay? So I will try to look at the comments to my right because this shit in front of me is getting on my motherfucking nerves. But anyway, like I tell you, I got an enemy around me. I wish that motherfucker would go ahead on some damn well. Need to leave the damn room is what the enemy need to motherfucking do. But let's talk about this reading here with Ti and Tiny because I know last night the phone kept messing up, right? So we're gonna get on and we're gonna talk about this here reading because last night I was so frustrated that I had to go back and delete it, okay? And I've been working on other readings on my backup YouTube channel, okay? But because I know all day today, a lot of people have been trying to speak on the situation with Ti and Tiny, and what I can tell people is that we all know that Ti is a Libra air sign, Tiny is a Cancer water sign, and so I have been pretty much picking up these energies all day long. Concerning Ti and Tiny situation, and like I was sharing last night, because I wanted to see what was going on, because as I was going into Tiny's energy, whose real name is Tamika Diana Cartel, her maiden name is Cartel, her marriage name is Harris. Ti is 40. I believe Tiny. I'm not sure. I think Tiny's older than Ti. Anyway, with the energy that I've been picking up from this reading between Ti and Tiny, you guys are kind of let me know how you feel about it, okay? Because I know last night the energies that I was picking up was that with this Two of Swords, right? That Tiny had been trying to unstick herself from this situation a long time ago when she first found out that Ti was cheating on her and had her caught up in all kinds of three-party situations. And how you doing, Shauna? And so with this Five of Swords, Ti been disloyal to her for quite some time. You understand? This was no secret. I think there has been several attempts with this Six of Swords where Tiny had tried to leave Ti on several occasions, okay? But for some reason, something or other just kept bringing her back uh, to him, and it could be because she really tried to work things out with him. I feel like the first time when he went to jail and he did that time in prison back in 2009 for the gun charge and the drug paraphernalia charge, I feel like she was really wanting to truly work things out with him. I felt like when he got locked up the first time, the reason why she stood back and she forgave him the first time is because she felt like his being locked up would be a well taught lesson for him to sit down and take some time to really think about his mistakes. When he got locked up the first time, I believe she waited on him because she felt like if when he come out, that she wouldn't have to be concerned because he would be ready to man up, be a father, be a husband, be a best friend, and be a lover. Okay, so she waited for him. She did the things that she was supposed to do as a wife, a girlfriend, a best friend, a mother. And, I feel like she did her responsible duty, while trying to be a businesswoman and take care of herself. Okay. Um, I felt like when Ti first came home, everything was good back in 2009, 2010. Ti had some outside kids and that sort of thing, but I felt like in the beginning when he first came home the last time that things was going pretty good. um these sexual allegations that's being thrown toward Ti and Tiny, I feel that this is mostly has a lot to do with Ti, more so Ti than Tiny, okay? And the reason why I say this is because again, uh I felt like, her trying to get herself unstuck from this situation with the Two of Swords, uh, when she first discovered that, he wasn't trying to change, here recently within these past few years, they've been going back and forth having all types of, problems that most couples have, okay? Three of Swords kept on these three-party situations with the Five of Swords, disloyal, deceitful, kept leaving her for to go be with other females. With the Seven of Swords, I do feel like T.I. was going around, definitely sneaking around on Tiny, okay? Without a doubt, he was definitely going around sneaking, getting in, getting out, doing all types of shit. I feel like with this Eight of Swords that Tiny felt obligated to him. She felt trapped and isolated and bonded by him because she was pregnant, you know what I mean? And she has quite a few, well, a number of kids by T.I., with this Eight of Swords. And so I felt like, as a mother, she felt like it was her duty to stand by her man's side. How you doing, Arlene? She felt like it was her duty to stand by her man's side, and as a wife and a mother and hold her family together in hopes that he would take notice of the love that she was given. But not Tiny, but T.I. being a Libra, um, and his having this alter ego, a demand for power and structure. That's not to say that he didn't love Tiny, because I believe deep down inside that T.I. did really truly love Tiny, and I believe he does love her, okay? Um, I feel as though in the beginning, T.I. and Tiny had made a promise to each other that T.I. had promised her that if they ever got married and settled down and had a family, that he was going to be a good father, provide for his kids. He was going to be, everything that she ever needed and wanted and dreamed of, and he was going to make her happy. And he did that. He showered her with all types of, gifts, this life, but behind closed doors, his being a famous rapper, a famous actor, producer, executive producer, he wore many hats, and his wearing many hats allowed him to travel, see the world, and be around all kinds of multiple people. And so I felt like there was a time where there was a separation where she was on tour doing her thing and her music group Escape. He was on tour doing his thing. um I felt like it led to this Nine of Swords, where it was a lot of depression, anxiety, overwhelmness, her feeling like she about to have a nervous breakdown because of the Ten of Swords, he stabbed her in the back. I mean, so a lot of swords definitely did come out in this reading here, you know what I'm saying? And so I felt like when she tried to leave him in the past, and he wasn't ready to let go with this Knight of Swords, he did come running back after her. Okay, he did come running back after her. He wasn't ready to let Tiny go. Okay, he wasn't ready to go through the divorce and have to fight for custody of the kids with the King of Swords. King of Swords. He's not a man to come back and say the words I'm sorry. He's more so like, well, if I fucked up, I fucked up. I can't change what's been done, so whatever's been done has been done. You understand what I'm saying? All he can do is try to go forward from here and put the past behind him. I feel as though with these Four of Cups and these Five of Cups, you know, Tiny at one time or another was trying to keep her options open. I really feel as though she was trying to keep her options open with this Four of Cups and Five of Cups, but somehow she was discouraged. She had a lot of doubts. She's been let down multiple occasions, multiple times. Um, I feel just like I said with this Seven of Cups, there was times when she was trying to keep, Ti had several options, but there was times where Tiny herself was trying to keep her own options open, okay, because she knew she couldn't trust Ti, and she felt like when the relationship did come to what was considered closure, she never really quite got closure. They had separated, And I feel like during the time that they separated and during the times that she was pregnant, each time she was pregnant with child, that's when he went out and did a lot of cheating. And each time they separated, he went out and did a lot of cheating. I feel as though she told herself if she couldn't beat it, then she would join him. You know what I'm saying? That she just wasn't going to lay there and let other women feel like they could just sleep with her husband in her face and go around town talking about it, you know? And she wanted to kind of get out there and see who these females were who T.I. was getting so caught up in. She wanted to see what his taste was. She wanted to see what the competition was because she felt like really there wasn't no competition because none of these bitches had the type of successful career as her, you know. But I do feel like she has some insecure issues by him going out sleeping around multiple women that caused her to feel unattractive at one time where she felt like she needed to make some changes to her appearance in order for him to find her more sexually attractive. And that's what made her decide to go and get the butt implants and the breast implants and change her eyes and start doing her hair all kinds of ways. She was trying to do everything she could to lure her husband back in, you know. And I just feel like she got caught up on this vicious cycle. um I am picking up a lot of energies right now, and we're going to get into this because like I said, there was a time when she felt trapped and isolated by him, no doubt, with that 8 of Swords. Okay, and on several occasions she tried to leave him with that 6 of Swords. Okay, because the card kept going back. Oh, don't start that phone, please. But like I said, she did feel trapped and I did feel trapped and isolated. She felt bonded to him. Um, with this 9 of Swords, yes, she was in agony, depression, nervous breakdown. She viewed herself as falling apart. She was carrying this burden. I feel like there was times when she told herself she was ready to walk away from him with this 8 of Cups because she is a water sign. But I felt like deep down inside, she was still holding on to the situation with this 4 of Pentacles, really hoping that things were going to fix itself and work itself out, you know? But he kept stabbing her in the back with this 10 of Swords. He kept stabbing her in the back multiple times, you know? Um, was Tiny aware of some of the shit that he was doing? Yeah. With this Queen of Cups, she's a Cancer. So, yeah, she was intuitive to what he was doing to her, okay? She had some ideas. She was hip, but at the same time, you know, because the moon card, yeah, there was secrets. There was a lot of shit going on. Secret that they kept hid behind closed doors. Um, I feel like there was a time when she came home and actually caught him in the act having sex with somebody else. Um, I'm also picking up there was a time when T.I. got himself involved with another female. Because you look here with this Page of Wands, I feel like there was a time when T.I. was involved with a younger female, okay? And I don't want to put, because, you know, spiritually, I'm picking up on who this female was, who T.I. had got himself caught up with, okay? I feel like there was another female in the music industry who he was working with side by side, who he got himself caught up with. And I feel like this was a situation where he forcefully pushed himself upon this person. Um, I feel like one to another between him and this female. I feel like this female popped up pregnant, and he talked her into having an abortion, and he even went to her and paid for her to have the abortion, acting like he was being supportive and holding her hand. I'm not gonna say who this female is, okay? Um, I will use the words allegedly, okay? I will use the word allegedly. But spiritually, I am like picking up where there was this female who was also in the music business, music industry, who he used to work with, who he messed around and got pregnant and paid for her to have an abortion to do away with his child. Um, like I said, with this Seven of Swords, he did a lot of damn sneaking around. Okay, he did a lot of sneaking around. Tiny was left to carry the burdens with this damn Ten of Wands. He was definitely disloyal toward her. With this Five of Swords, he was definitely disloyal toward her. Like I said, in the situation, it was a situation where he kept her in all types of three-party situations. You know, where her heart was broken and devastated by T.I. Like I said, she did on many occasions. She did try very hard to unstick herself from this situation with this Two of Swords. You know, she definitely did everything in her power, but she, like I said, she kept taking him back. How you doing, Christina Thompson? I see you, sweetie. Um, was there some conflict? Yes, there was. You know what I'm saying? He always kept her in some sort of conflict where there was competition and jealousy and envy and strife, where there was other females that was jealous of T.I.'s relationship with Tiny. You know, females that T.I. that's who he slept with. You know, they was jealous of Tiny in his relationship. And so they wanted to do everything they could to tear the two of them apart, because it was many females that wanted Tiny's lifestyle. And they would do whatever they could to tear them apart, even if they had to go back and tell Tiny that, yeah, they fucked T.I. I felt like there was a situation where T.I. was breadcrumbing Tiny, where she was trying to give all her attention and love to him, but he was too busy caught up in his own lifestyle, his own world, a music industry, other females, sleeping with other hoes. I felt like she was devastated and really truly brokenhearted by him, you know, without a doubt. And long story short, you know, I feel like it caused her to become defensive and, you know, feel a need to put her guard up and become guarded and put her walls up and try to protect her heart, you know. You said something about Ti doesn't sit right with me. Exactly, you know. This whole situation is kind of crazy because I feel like there was a time when Tiny was trying to listen to her intuition, but she was in denial. You know, I feel like she also got Aquarius. I feel like Tiny has some Aquarius in her chart, because I feel as though there's been times when she was in denial about this situation, or wanting to be in denial, you know, where she had doubts and she was asking herself, was this really true? Could he really do this? Or you know, is this just a part of the music industry? And, you know, what they call that, groupies chasing after her man, wanting to sleep with him. What's up, Desmo? Um, you know, because he was definitely going out where she had to regain strength, because he was going out. It was like, you know, she felt like she was the only person who could tame him. You know, she viewed him as being a lion, you know, and part of herself is they had like a strange relationship. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though with all the coming back and forth and her having all these kids and then taking time to heal, and I felt like I said, it was a time where Tiny felt insecure about this relationship, and this is why she chose to go and get all these changes done to her body, her appearance. You know, the butt implants, the breast implants, changing her eyes. You know, she went and had this laser surgery where she went and got color. She got her eyes permanently changed to, I think, blue or gray or some shit like that. And so I felt like she did this because she viewed herself as being the only person who could tame the beast. She viewed T.I. as being a beast, an unstable beast, not knowing what he wanted. Say one thing, do another. Not saying that he wasn't a good father, because he was always a great father to his kids. He loved his children. He always wanted to see to it that his kids had the life that, that he didn't have. So he definitely put his foot down when it came to structure in the household and being able to provide a home for him and his kids and his wife. He did that. Him and Tiny did that both together because they were both successful. Um, where does this situation sit as of right now between T.I. and Tiny? I can tell you that with these Five of Pentacles, that I feel like a part of the situation where somebody does kind of view themselves as being out in the cold from this whole situation. Um, I think karma has come back to kick them in the ass. I do feel as though at this time right now, because like I said, Tiny is a Cancer and Chariot card is here. She's a Cancer, so her card came out, the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is normally about spiritual transformation when it comes to setting new boundaries. So I feel spiritually Tiny was trying to make a change when it comes to setting new boundaries in place, but she couldn't control T.I. She knew he was going to do whatever he wanted to do. You know, were there times when she was involved in an intimate situation with him where there was threesomes? Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, yeah, they had some open swinging. Where other people was brought into the bedroom, where Tiny had agreed. Because at one time she was cool with going both ways and having both, a girlfriend and a husband, but she wanted a side girlfriend, but she didn't want nobody in her business. And I feel that, when she brought her best friend, her girlfriend, into the bedroom, that caused problems. Because I feel as though once her girlfriend came into the bedroom, her girlfriend started having feelings for T.I. You understand what I'm saying? And the girl, I believe her best friend, got addicted to T.I. And she felt like she had that same authority and power to kind of control T.I. and tell him what to do and try to blackmail him, you know? And at that point, that's why I feel like T.I. started roughing this girl up. When she thought she was going to blackmail him and try to control him. He wasn't going to let no other tell him what to do because his wife don't even tell him what to do. I feel as though with this judgment card, I do feel as though right now, I feel as though Tiny, with this judgment card, I do feel like Tiny is really relying on a family pastor. I feel like she has a close church family pastor and people of the church congregation who she look at as family, where she is going to where she's seeking answers right now spiritually from her church family and from the elders, where she's getting support from the people who she attends this church service with. I feel like she has repented for her sins and her shortcomings, where she is asking God to forgive her for her actions and any part that she had to play in this situation. I feel as though she's definitely, I see her crying. I see some tears coming from her face flowing. She can't believe she got herself in this situation. She can't believe that she let T.I. get her in this situation. I feel as though she's kicking herself in the ass saying she wish she had just left when she did leave him the last time, she's kicking herself in the ass saying, why did she ever look back? You know what I'm saying? Why did she look back? Why did she allow herself to get pregnant and give this man a family knowing he wasn't never ready to really truly settle down? You know, where he wanted his ice cream and his cake. He wanted to have that. He wanted to have that lavish family lifestyle of the rich and famous, but he also wanted to go out and do his own thing. He wasn't ready to be 100% committed because he was still attracted to the opposite sex. Um, I feel like in this situation right here with this hangman, a lot of people were sacrificed in this situation. A lot of people were definitely sacrificed in this situation. When it comes to some of these females, a lot of people were sacrificed. Because do I see T.I. taking advantage of a female, where I do see him dragging a female? I do. I do see him dragging a female. I do see this female being unconscious. I do see him dragging this female. Honest to God, I see him dragging this female who is unconscious. You know, and I will say allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I will say allegedly because, you know, Tamika is aware of who I am and I am aware of who she is. And so I will say allegedly, you know, there has been an incident where uh, she herself was in shock, where she couldn't believe he was doing this. And I could see her asking him, what do you, you know, what in the world do you plan to do with this girl? How you just gonna drag this girl out here like this? And I could see T.I. telling Tiny just to shut up and help him. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't got time to sit here and go through this confrontation. Is you gonna stand there and help, or is you gonna get the fuck out the way? You know, and I could see Tiny being scared, allegedly. Let me use the word allegedly, okay? Helping him get this girl in the car. Where I feel like the two of them just took this girl to a place and just threw her out the car, and might have put her in front of somebody's house where they kind of knew what her address was, or knew somebody who she was friends with, and they kind of just dropped her off in the front yard somewhere and then pulled off and left, you know, or took her somewhere from a distance where she can, you know, left her right out in the cold in the street at night, you know, and drove off. And I could see Tiny cussing him out, telling him, is you crazy? What the fuck, what is you doing? And I could see him telling her to just shut the fuck up. You know, telling her, just shut the fuck up. You know, don't say a word, just shut the fuck up. I felt like she really didn't have no control over this situation. This was a toxic situation. The devil card is here. This was a toxic situation. All kinds of addictions, sexual activity, drugs, alcohol, music. I felt like there was a time when she tried to leave him and he told her, you won't going nowhere. You the mother of my kids. You not going nowhere. My kids are going to have both of us here. You're not going to break up our home. I feel like there was a whole lot of secrets in this situation. I feel like a lot of stuff is going to come out in this court case. I feel like a lot of stuff is going to come out in this court case. I feel like right now, Tiny just wants this whole thing to be over with. You know, with this 9 of Wands. I feel like she wants this to be over with this world card. She wants to close this cycle out. She's tired of going through it. She's at the point now where she's about to lose her mind. I feel like she got her daughters trying to comfort her. I feel like the oldest son that they have, I feel like the oldest son don't want nothing to do with this. I feel like the oldest son is wanting to distance himself as much as he can. You said, do she wants a divorce? Yeah, that's gonna come into play. I feel like the oldest son, the brown skinned son, the oldest son, I feel like he is going to leave and go into like the military or go away to a college program. He doesn't want nothing to do with the social media. He just wants to distance himself. Um, I feel like as for the two other sons, when it comes to this situation, um, I feel like there are two other sons that are very upset. The two light skinned boys that's in the music industry as well, because I think he has a son who's also a rapper. Okay, he has two light skinned sons that are both rappers. You know what I'm saying? And so I believe those two sons are angry. His two boys are feeling as though now they can't trust nobody, and now they're starting to have a lot of hate toward females. I feel like his son is ready to go out and hurt this girl. Where his son has even said he feel like this going and smacking this bitch for fucking up his family like this. And I feel as though Tiny is sitting down telling her son, no, don't do that because too wrong, don't make it right, don't do that because violence is not the answer. I feel like she's sitting down telling her son to just leave it be and let this work itself out. You know, with this justice card, T.I. feels like he has a lot to lose, where he may not give accountability for all his actions. Like I was saying last night, I do feel like he is going to be offered a plea bargain where he is going to plead guilty to a lesser charge, simply because of the fact that these women waited so long to come clean and share this information. But at the same time, this is going to be a dirty court battle, because questions are going to come into play where if he indeed raped all these women, why didn't they get a rape kit done or go to the hospital? If he drugged them and made them OD and forced them to swallow several pills, why didn't they go to the hospital to have their stomach pumped? That's going to be asked. If these girls was pistol whipped and had guns pulled to their head, like they said, why didn't they press charges? Because one girl said she was kidnapped, pistol whipped, raped multiple times, and brought back after the guy dragged her from a car from town to town. Yet this girl didn't press charges. This is going to be a nasty court situation because you have to look at these victims, right? These victims. I believe it's like a total of 40 different victims now who has come out clean saying that T.I. and Tiny did this to them. Um, Most of it, some of it is false allegations. Not all of it's true. Um, the questions are going to come into play. These girls who was young, because it was said that some of these girls was 15 and 16 under the age of 18. If this is true, then where are the parents? Who were the legal guardians of these young girls who were minors at the time? Why didn't their parents not take notice of the evidence or whatever was going on with these girls? How come there was no other adults to step into the situation and come forward with this evidence if they had all this evidence? So why did they wait so long? I feel like Tiny is really, really just trying to put up a good front right now for the sake of her children, for the sake of the church, because she got daughters. I feel like T.I. had a lot of power and control over Tiny, which is why it caused a tower moment to come into play. T.I. is somebody who looked at as being selfish and stubborn as hell, wants his cake and his ice cream too, with that King of Swords. Like I said, when Tiny tried to leave him, there was multiple times when he tried to stop her from leaving him. Um, I think the reason why Tiny stayed in this situation is for material gain. She didn't want to lose the rich lifestyle that she had, the mansions, the cars, the jewelry, the furs, everything that goes with it. But like I said, with this hangman, there was a lot of sacrifices being made. There has been some shit that has been done where I think there was a time when she was even afraid of him, wasn't sure what he would do to her. And that's why she got pregnant on purpose, to keep him from putting his hands on her. That's not to say that he don't love the kids, because he do. I feel like this situation here is definitely going to affect his boys, because it's going to make it so his boys is not going to really trust females. I feel like his sons at this point is going to feel as though um they're not going to know who they can really trust. I believe that the reason why the oldest son is trying to run away and get away from this situation and sign himself over to the military or go away to some sort of reform school is because I feel as though he's the main one who had a girlfriend, but I feel as though once these allegations and these scandals came into play, I feel like the oldest son's girlfriend, her family don't approve of their daughter dating T.I.'s son. Where they won't allow her to get with him. They feel like this is bad news. And so now these boys is angry because now these females don't have respect for their parents. It's hard for a son to be in the spotlight and be famous yourself and go out into the public knowing that everybody knows your parents' business, and to have this type of situation put upon your family, that makes it hard for his son to have a girlfriend, because no female is going to really want to trust T.I.'s son, because they're going to think that his sons are just as bad as him. They're probably thinking right now, well, what part does the kids play? Did T.I. involve any of his sons in his negative behavior? But no, I don't see that. I don't see T.I. involving any of his kids in his double life that he lived. I do see him getting time and going to prison. I do see him pleading, asking them not to lock his wife up, that she didn't have nothing to do with it. I believe he's going to take blame for everything. I feel like when he go to court, he's not going to want this to be prolonged. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him wanting to have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I feel like he's just gonna be left with fuck it, I'm guilty. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna lock me up, then just go ahead and lock me the fuck up so that my wife can go ahead on back home with my kids. You know? I feel like Tiny in this situation, like I said, I do strongly feel that when it comes to her, she is going to be placed under some sort of house arrest where she is going to be given community service. I do see that. I feel like she's going to have to do some sort of community service, working, volunteering her time at like shelters for mothers and children. I feel like she's going to be doing that. She's going to put herself she's going to use this and turn this situation around. She's going to learn how to take a negative and turn it into a positive, where I feel like she's going to become a voice for other younger females um, who have been misled and betrayed. I feel like her church is going to back her because I feel like a lot of people in the church didn't really want her and T.I. to be together because they always felt like Tiny deserved better and that she kind of wasted her life away getting caught up on this vicious toxic cycle being with T.I. I feel like T.I. just wants people to stay the fuck about his business and stop talking about him and his wife. He just wants everybody to shut the fuck up and just let whatever happens happens. Um I feel like it may be a part in this situation where they may bring some of the kids up on the witness stand in closed chambers where T.I.'s son or daughter may ask to get up and speak on the behalf of their parents and get up on the witness stand. But I believe that's going to be a closed courtroom, private chambers where they're going to ask for cameras to be left out of the courtrooms. Um, this is a sad situation. This is a sad situation by all means, and I know Tiny is scared because from what I understand, there's a couple of tapes that somebody has a couple of sexual tapes that have been made. And I feel like this is that it's possible that some of these tapes that someone may have tried to blackmail Tiny because Tiny's net worth by herself is her network and within her music industry is over $3 million. Um, I feel like she got people suing her left and right. This is definitely a sad situation. I feel like when this is all said and done, um, I feel like she is going to find the strength to walk away and file for divorce and finally pull herself away from this. I feel like T.I. kicking himself in the ass saying he never meant to hurt her or involve her in this shit. That somehow he just got caught up. But he's a man and he's going to do what he got to do. And if he has to go to prison, then oh well, he's willing and ready to go to prison and be locked up because he feels like it's not the first time, you know. But he doesn't want to go to prison on a rape charge. I feel like he's willing to go to prison for just about anything, but he doesn't want one of the charges to be statutory rape with a minor. That is the charge that he don't want put on him because I feel like he knows what it's like when you go to prison with a statutory rape charge. A lot of times when guys get locked up and they go to prison for statutory rape, 9 times out of 10 when they get locked up, they end up getting raped themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I think the biggest fear is that T.I. don't want to have to go behind bars having to fight for his life, you know? And so I feel as though that part in itself, when you get locked up for something like that, statutory rape with a minor, and you go to prison, um, and these allegations are some real strong allegations thrown at him, that there could be guys already locked up on life doing death row. You know what I'm saying? That might feel like, well, let's fuck him up because if these allegations is true, then he can go up in there and get gang jumped on by a bunch of grown ass dudes want to fuck him up for what he did. Because that's how prison life goes. When you get out here and you rape females, then there's gonna be some motherfuckers behind bars waiting on you to rape you. That's how that shit goes. And I feel like that's why he doesn't want to go to prison with that charge under his belt. And so I feel like his lawyer is going to do everything they can to kind of clean the charges up where they may put it into a different language, where the outside public won't be able to understand, what the sentence is, so that it won't sound so harsh or brutal. I feel like they will character phrase it in different terms where the public won't see T.I. as this brutal monster. I feel like his lawyer is going to do everything they can in their power to try to clean up a little bit of T.I., this character, this image that he now has. Um, as for Tiny, I feel like her church family is definitely going to support her and hold her down. And she will continue to, strive on her business with her kids. But like I said, I feel like she will be placed under some sort of house arrest probation where she will have to do some community service. That's what I see for her. Whew. Um, I feel like life will go back to, as normal when this whole court case is over with. And it's just gonna be one of those things. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up from this reading here with Tiny and Ti. Okay. So thank you all so much who has logged on and joined in on this live. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody who joined in on tonight's reading. You said famous Tara, you said was it Iggy? Wow. Oh my God, famous Lashima, you just asked a question. Oh my God. What made you ask that question? You know? I will say allegedly, okay? I will say allegedly, okay? Because I don't want to put names out there, okay? But I will say allegedly. Thank you so much, Christina, for joining us live. And if we have any cross watchers and anybody else who's up here, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Thank you all for the comments. I'm getting ready to I have a private reading to do that I was scheduled to do. So let me get ahead on and release this here live and upload it. And let me see if I still got my client waiting for me to reach out to her to do this reading. Okay. So with that being said, many blessings to everyone. Again, thank you all for your support. I'm out.